everyone, how are you guys doing? I hope you all guys will be doing absolutely great. And friends, before starting today's video, I would like to wish you happy Raksha Bandhan. And friends, I hope all of you guys are celebrating your Raksha Bandhan. Your sisters have tied Rakhi on your wrist, and you have also given your return gift to your sisters. And friend, this is a great bond, this is a very different bond, and you can see the relation between a brother and sister, it's out of the world. And please save this bond throughout your life. In your life you have to make that bond, and it's my humble request as an English language learner. I also want you to help your sister, to help your brother in order to learn English language. If they want, then please appreciate your brother, please appreciate your sister, because they are putting so much efforts. They want someone who always be there in order to appreciate. Friends, sometimes only our appreciation, when we get appreciation from others for this that we have done, then we feel so happy. When I have session, especially with my learner, and when they appreciate my work, so I feel so happy, and this appreciation gives me inner strength. This appreciation gives me a potential to work on my journey. So please appreciate your brother and your sisters to work on this language, and definitely if they will keep trying, so definitely they will get so many things. And friends, in today's video I would like to share a very common problem. Most of the learner, they are having this problem. And friends, as you know that nowadays I'm having sessions, I'm having one-on-one session with my co-learners, and after having session with learners, I got to know about one problem, and because of which they are having so many problems. They are not able to become a fluent English speaker. They are facing so many problems, and the problem is, it's very simple. And the problem is, despite of having all the knowledge of grammar rule, they are not able to speak English. And some of them, they have the degrees, they have master degrees, they have their graduation degrees, even some of them, they have done their PhD, but when it comes to speaking English, so they feel demotivated, they feel agitation, they feel like they are not enough, their knowledge is not good enough to speak English. So in today's video, I'm gonna speak about this. Why are you facing this problem? Friends, first of all, just tell me, just let me know, just like your studies, when you were studying, okay, when you were studying in your school time, so have you ever tried to all those grammar rules, all those structures, all those vocabularies, you have tried to use practically? I know that you have learned all the rules of grammar. I know that you have enough vocabs. I know that you know how to speak, but you are not speaking. Why you are not able to become a fluent English speaker? I know that you have tried a lot, despite of doing all kind of things. Why you couldn't? Because friend, there is only one reason, that whatever practice you have done, whatever things you have learned everything theoretically, but what about practical? Until you start using all those rules, all those structures, all those vocabs, all those grammar rules practically, how will you consider yourself that you are a good speaker? Having all the knowledge of world, but until you start using it, how it will become the part of your life? Okay, I know that. Okay, I have a very simple example. If you're not getting, then I'm telling you. Just Tell me, if you want to learn drive a car, okay, so what will you do? There's two options. Okay, that one is, okay, in order to learn driving, you will go a bookshop. Okay, you would go a bookshop, you will get a book, and then you will start learning all the steps how I can drive a car. And the second one is, you will join a driving institute, and then you will start learning how to drive. You will want to learn driving, okay, and for this reason you will join that institute, and maybe if you have car at your home, at your neighbor, in your neighborhood, so you will learn in this way also. So you can do in this way. Practically you have to do it. Until you do it, until you start doing it practically, you won't learn. Until you start putting yourself into that situation, you won't overcome your any fear. If you want to learn driving, so you need to learn it in a practical way. You're supposed to do it. And most of the learner, they are facing only this problem. They have learned all the things, they have all the degrees, but they are facing problem in speaking because they haven't practiced. They haven't tried to use all those things, all those rules practically. So what you're supposed to? You're supposed to apply all those rules in your daily life. If you want to speak English, then there are some rules, then there are some path that you need to follow. And if you start doing this, if you keep learning, okay, if you keep practicing daily, continuously, okay, without any break, so definitely you would consider yourself as a great speaker after some time, after a period of time, after a couple of months. Okay, because nothing happens in one day. As I have mentioned this thing so many times, try to put yourself into the shoes of those learners who have done this, who have learned this language, who have mastered in this language, who have done mastery in this language. How they have done? Just have a look. Have a look about the steps, what kind of steps they have followed, what kind of things they have done. And you also need to put yourself into their shoes, only then you will get. It's not as much easy and it's not as much difficult as we are thinking. It's so much easy and it's difficult also. The difficulty and the easiest thing, okay, whether it's difficult or it's easiest, it totally depends on way. If you are feeling interest, if you are making this journey enjoyable for you, so you will feel that it's so easy. But to make this process boring for you, then you will feel that it's very difficult for me, it's not my cup of tea, and I can't do it. But instead of doing this, if you are really dedicated to your learning, so definitely you will learn. If you really need this language in your life in order to grow, okay, you want this language for your personal development, for your job, for your teaching, for your classes, so you can do it, okay, but only until you become passionate about learning this language, you won't do it. Your perseverance, okay, your dedication, all these things need. And learning, it's a very important thing. Sometimes what we do, we learn all the things and we thinking that, yeah, I have learned grammar, now I don't used to do any kind of thing and now I'm a very good speaker. No, you are wrong. I know that, okay, you have learned grammar, but what about speaking? You don't know how to speak. So until you start speaking, how will you get to know that what is your level in speaking? Because we are here only for learning how to speak fluent English, or we are just, what we are doing, we are learning only grammar. We are giving our attention only into grammar. So you shouldn't do this. as I mentioned so many times, only basic things needed. And if you what we need to do, if you know, okay, if you know how to speak only broken English now, so you can start from the very beginning, and your very beginning would be your broken English. If you can speak broken English, then start it. If you can speak only single word, then you can start. If you know how to construct a sentence, then you can start. Okay, but you're supposed to do this. If you really want to achieve your goal, if you really want to chase your dream, so you should do this. Don't every time think about that, how can I. There is only one way to start speaking, there is only one way to achieve fluency, there is only one way to get everything, and that is practice, and that is practical way. You need to work on practically on everything. Okay, whatever your goal is, whatever your goal that what you want to achieve, you need to work on it practically. So if you want to start speaking, so you should start speaking. And if you start speaking, then definitely your talent, your mistakes, your everything, okay, everything, what kind of mistakes are you doing, everything, okay, would be known by you, okay, and then you can work on your those mistakes, those weak points. So and now the only thing that you need to work on it, and that is speaking. So start having session, okay, if you are finding okay partner, if you are getting partners, start having session. And if you are not have any partner, so speak to yourself, okay. And as it today is Raksha Bandhan, okay, so you have your brother, your sister, so please share your some point of view about Raksha Bandhan, that how much you love your brother, how much you love your sister. Share your thoughts and just share your journey since childhood, how you spend your days. And you can share so many things, friends. It's a very nice day, and it's a very significant day in your life, and you can make a different bond with your brother, with your sister. So again, I just want to wish you a happy Raksha Bandhan, and friends, we will meet again in the next video. Till then, bye bye.